I swear, if you bring up the bodily autonomy to a fetus, we will have a very long discussion.
I'm not going to.
Cool.
I'm just going to bring up I'm just going to bring up the draft.
The draft?
Yeah. What about the bodily autonomy of men when it comes to being drafted?
I never said I agreed with the draft.
Yeah, maybe not, right? But whether you do or you don't, wouldn't that be a case of men being oppressed and women not being?
I mean, yeah, but who created that system?
Why would that matter?
Because you're
men,
you put yourself in that position. It's not like us women all voted for you to go to war.
Or a queen.
You voted for yourselves to do that.
Let's say it was a king or a queen who invented that system yesterday. What would that have to do with the fact that right now, today, me and Brian can't do anything about that?
Wait.
So, and hang on, since we can't do anything about that, aren't we oppressed by that system?
In the super hypothetical scenario of a king or queen
like right now, right this second.
No, we don't have a king or a queen here.
We don't need a king or a queen. Right this second, I can be drafted, you can't, yeah?
Depends. How old are you?
Right now I'm 40.
I don't think you would be drafted.
Yes. In fact, the draft can be accelerated up to 70, like it is in the Ukraine and in Russia right this second. Okay. Or it can be decreased to 13, 14, like it has been in World War I. So the question is...
wasn't there talk about making the draft for females too?
Yes, but interestingly enough, that's nice that you're talking about it.
Yeah.
But it's not the case. So if it's not the case, you say you don't have any bodily autonomy, but neither do I.
Do you have to grow another person inside of you? And then
I'm sorry. Do you have to go die in a war?
No, I don't have to, but I can choose to.
Great. No, but you can be. But I can be drafted. You can't.
You could always break your leg too.
Yeah, I know. You can always just not take jizz in your. I mean, sorry. Like all you have to do is not let a guy come in your fucking. And then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, no, you're totally right.
I know I'm totally right.
It's almost like my mom was on birth control, they used a condom, and my dad only had one testicle.
And all she had to do is not let him jizz in her.
They used all the proper things.
Like not jizzing in the. I promise you that what happened in this case is your dad came inside your mom, 100%.
Came inside of a condom that also happened to be inside of my mom.
Came inside your mom?
Inside of a condom.
So came inside your mom.
Inside of a condom.
So wait, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that I got this. I just want to make sure I got this right.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Excuse you. You're not speaking.
I am speaking.
So your dad. Listen, you green-haired freak. Your dad came inside your mom, right? Your dad came inside your mom. Answer the question.
Rachel, she did nothing wrong.
Just in case she's
Can you answer the question now?
How many beers have you had?
Not enough. Can you answer the question?
Obviously.
Yes, thank you. How fucking hard was that?
How hard was it to deduce it yourself, asshole?
Oh, how hard was it to admit a thing that you can't admit because you know it hurts your argument?
Why would it hurt my argument? Why is someone choosing to have consensual sex and use all the protection necessary to prevent a pregnancy?
They're not doing everything to prevent a pregnancy.
Why should they? What's
the thing you can do that's 100% effective to prevent a pregnancy? What can you do that's 100% effective to prevent a pregnancy? What?
I'm sorry, can you talk to me like I'm an actual person in front of you?
As soon as you start answering questions, I'll start talking to you like a person who can.
As soon as you start asking me relevant questions.
Great. Here's the question. Is there a thing you can do which is 100% effective?
Abstinence.
Yeah,
Duh.
Great.
Cool.
Great.
How long have you abstained?
Don't say I've done.
Did you abstain
Don't
before
say
marriage?
I've done everything.
Were you 100% ready for a pregnancy every single time?
Would that matter?
Came inside a woman?
Why would that matter?
It does matter.
What's the relevancy? Tell me.
What if you got a woman pregnant?
What if I did?
What if you did? Were you ready for that?
That would mean that I came inside the woman, right?
Yeah, and does that mean that you get to dictate whether or not she has your kid?
No. But the thing here's the distinction. When you say to me, no, women don't have bodily autonomy. They don't have any. They don't have any. Except then you give an example of mom and dad. You say they did everything right. No. If they're having sex, right, then the idea here is there was a form of birth control that they had at their disposal that they did not use called
abstinence.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Sorry.
A condom is a way for men can prevent women from getting pregnant, and a form of women's condom is birth control. Like what? Like isn't that why birth control was invented?
Men lie about putting on condoms all the time.
You know how you can prevent all of that?
Let me
What if
guess,
you're
by not having
assaulted?
sex?
Yes.
But what if you're,
Isn't that
what if you're
crazy?
assaulted?
Isn't that crazy?
But what if you're assaulted?
What if you are? We're not talking about cases of assault. But even in cases of assault, I would just grant, fine, have the abortion in the case of
okay,
assault.
So, no.
I'll take that.
I would just grant it.
So
I'll take that.
you're saying that my body
I'm down
has
on
to
that
be
hill.
violated against my will and a pregnancy to happen for me to get the right to abort that pregnancy.
No, what I'm saying is that your argument that there's no, I did everything right. My parents did everything right when it came to using contraception. No, they didn't. The truth is that there was always, for your parents, a 100% foolproof way that mom never would have gotten pregnant.
Okay, so you think that abortion shouldn't be an option? You think that it should be illegalized? You think that women dying because they're forced to be going through sepsis before they get treatment for a miscarriage?
Never happens.
Yes, it does.
Name a case. Name a single case.
Cases.
What are the names? Name one name.
Oh man, I swear. I literally have TikTok posts about this.
Yeah, okay.
I have TikTok
then why
posts
don't you?
about
Why
this.
can't you name a single name?
Because I suck at names.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I looked into the at this point there's only two actually. But what's interesting?
Awesome.
What's interesting is that the cases themselves, these are grievances brought forward, but they're not even proven. They're just bitching about it. It's not even proven. And out of all of the possibilities.
I'm sorry, families and husbands and kids are bitching about their mom dying to sepsis because they were refused DNC.
No, they weren't being refused. These women, like many people do, they sue for malpractice where they have no merit to do so.
Okay, so
It's very hard to prove.
Yeah, I don't know what you're smirking of. Like, people sue for shit like this all the time, even though they're in the wrong.
But the women that
are not being refused treatment for sepsis ever.
No, the doctors refuse treatment until they get sepsis, and by then it's too late.
No, they don't. Where?
It's literally happens.
Where's name the case?
I can't because I suck at names. I will email it to you.
You can email it, and here's the thing. I'll pull the case up, and what we'll see a grievance where the person claims that this is what is happening, whereas the hospital says that isn't what happened.
There have literally been cases where doctors said that it could have been avoided. Their death
years
could have been
and
avoided.
years ago. Currently, right this second, if you have an ectopic pregnancy, or there's sepsis, or there's any hurt to the mom from the pregnancy, it can be terminated in all 50 states, and the doctors do it.
Cool.
So, like, I don't even know what the argument there is when it comes to this.
The argument is, if I get pregnant, I would want an abortion. I am not.
Right. That's the argument.
Because
you want to kill your kids.
It's not killing a kid.
Well, I'm sorry. You want to kill the man's kids.
No, they're not kids.
How do you know? How do you know they're not kids?
No. Okay, so it starts off as
Can we ask the angels? Are they kids?
Wow.
What are the angels say? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Yeah.
A fetus.
How do you so
a fetus?
Yeah.
A fetus, someone who is not an actual person and cannot survive outside.
A fetus
of the
is
mother.
actually not considered a fetus until it's almost 4 months. That's why when you're not allowed to legally have an abortion after 4 months.
Yeah.
That's why it's now when you find out you're pregnant, it's within
I do.
Good.
it's within like the first 2 weeks or
definitely
3
do.
weeks. So you find out you're pregnant.
But
Have you ever seen an abortion? Actual abortion?
Yes.
It's literally a baby with 2 hands, 2 legs.
Have you seen?
But with no nerve endings, no parts of the brain that can process
They
pain.
don't even form a
It's
heartbeat
not
at that
supposed to
point.
be a fetus.
Doesn't
A
matter.
fetus does not have more rights than
They
the woman
suffer.
growing it. A fetus.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.